Random memory unlocked. When I was about 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, I can't remember. I had this dollhouse that I saw at Walmart, and I had begged my mom and my dad for it because my birthday was coming up. I had begged. They told me to pray for it. Well, I asked my mom, and then I begged my dad, and then they told me to pray for it. So I prayed to the Lord, and I was like, Lord, I really, 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 really want this dollhouse. Please, Lord, please give it to me. I was praying every night. All right, praying every night. I woke up one morning, and I had the dollhouse. I had it. I was so fucking happy. I understood that it was $200. I knew that by the grace of the Lord that my parents were going to be able to afford that $200 dollhouse that I was asking for, right? I finally get it. I played with it for 2 weeks, and then I am hit with the news. Or maybe I was hit with the news recently or beforehand. I don't know. But I was hit with the news that we were moving. My family had told me that we were moving. And like, I hadn't taken it seriously because we're always moving. I was like, okay, we're moving to a different state. I didn't think it'd be any different from us moving from house to house, right? While we move and they leave the $200 dollhouse, my dad's like, oh, I'm gonna come back for it. Like, I'm like, you can leave all your shit here. I'm gonna come back for it in 2 weeks, and we're gonna get all this stuff, and then, you know, we're gonna leave again. He goes back for it, doesn't have any of the stuff because he left it in the house for 2 weeks. And I don't know what the fuck happened. Maybe he he said he put it in storage. He said he put it in storage. Why he move and put it in storage? No, why he go there and put it in storage and don't bring it with us? It's a $200 dollhouse that I had begged them for. One that they had told me that they weren't able to afford. One that they had told me that I had to pray on it because they didn't know how they were going to do it. Okay? Why did they leave it there? They left my baby fat sweatsuits, all of my clothes. I had so many good clothes that I had packed with care into these boxes because I was so used to moving. I had all of these clothes greatly stacked, okay? They had filled the boxes to completion, all right? I wasn't leaving anything. I was taking everything, leaving no mercy. And my father left everything. I was like, wow, what the fuck? He said, I'm sorry, Shayla, I put it in storage. We can go get it at another time. Never went to go get it. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. He went there years later, probably stopped paying on the storage, talking about, oh yeah, they sold the storage unit. Of course they sold the storage unit because you weren't paying for the fucking fees. When the fees were due, you weren't paying with it. And by the time he had went there years later, I no longer really remembered about the dollhouse. I remembered my dollhouse. I never forgot about my dollhouse. But life took a hold of me and I was on some other shit. But it was just like, wow. All these things that I had asked, prayed, begged for, left, gone in a fucking storage unit. One day I had it, next day they were fucking gone. It bothers me still to this day. Because it's like I never got to finish playing with that dollhouse. I never got to finish playing with all of my toys. I never got to finish wearing all the new clothes that I had bought or it was gifted to me. I never got to finish like wearing them. I left them because I was like, oh, I know what box. If I had to take one box, I'm taking this box. But they just took a fucking box. I don't know what the fuck they did. They were like, Shayla, you can't take all this stuff. So I didn't take any of the stuff. I didn't take all the stuff that was dearest to me. I left with the faith in my father that he was going to come back and bring them to me, and he never did. He did not execute the plan that he said he was going to do. It really bothered me. Still to this day, it bothers me. That beautiful, beautiful dollhouse. I saw a dollhouse yesterday, and it reminded me of the dollhouse that I lost. I took an L on, that major fucking L I took, 12 years ago? How old am I? I don't know. Years ago. 16 years ago? 15? Who fucking knows? I'm not doing the math right now, but those years have passed. And I really mourn for my dollhouse. I mourn for that little girl. Okay.